Now, when I'm not sort of reading comics, watching films, I generally sometimes like to game. And I don't really consider myself a very heavy gamer. Like, I'm not even a casual gamer. Like, there are periods of times where I'll just strictly play games non-stop. But this is normally the season where they release the big, heavy titles. Mostly just because they want to try and get like Game of the Year and keep people fresh in their heads about it. But there's a few games that I'm quite interested in picking up, like as soon as it comes out. There's a few that I'm interested in it, but I might either get it for Christmas or later in some point in the future. And then there's a few games that I just am completely ignoring whatsoever because I just either hate the game itself or I just hate the reputation it precedes. First off, let's talk about the games that I absolutely hate. First one comes to mind is FIFA. FIFA 13 is coming out like in a couple of days when this video gets uploaded, but I am not one of the people that's going to be standing up, you know, at the checkout, midnight launch, whatever. I'm not bothering my arse with this game because, to be honest, it's practically the same game you got last year and the same game before that. And don't worry, next year they will release another game of FIFA and do you know what, it'll be the exact same thing. I'm just really sick of it. There's nothing different, there's nothing new. They'll say they've added something different in every single time. I'd rather wait a couple of years for maybe a football game. Like the best football game I ever played was like Pro Evolution Soccer a couple of years ago, and that was like considered like the best at the time. And the thing I hate about it is it's all that guys seem to talk about. Like they don't care about, you know, games that are really good. Like there's been a couple of really good games that have been out this year, even like in the past years, but all guys really care about is FIFA this, FIFA that, and it's all they talk about. It really drives me off the wall. Another game that drives me off the wall is basically C.O.D. Yes, C.O.D. Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. I am staying clear of it. Even though I saw like a trailer for it in the cinema and I was like, this game looks pretty good. And then I saw the title, I was like, oh crap. This is probably I'm going to pick up, right? I probably will pick up, see what it's like. But again, this is the thing the thing I hate about it is the people on it. The people that play the game online are complete dicks. They really are. Like all they really care about is like how many kills, yeah, and see if they don't win, they'll just, you know, rage quit, basically. And the thing that really gets me is though that I've heard that as much as the story is pretty, you know, very, very poor, like it only lasts for about a couple of hours, it's like, that's not even worth like a full game title. And all they care about is the online. I'd rather they just release an online version of the game. And that'd sort of be fine with me. I'd probably play that rather than buying the whole game. Okay, so what games am I sort of interested in getting either at Christmas or later on? I've actually had a wee look and there's a few that I saw. First one is Resident Evil 6. I'm not looking forward to the film when it comes out, but I am looking forward to this game. This game looks like it has a mixture of both things that make Resident Evil good. It has Leon Kennedy and Chris Redfield, but it seems as though it's going to have what made Resident Evil Resident Evil. It's going to have a bit of survival horror, but also have that kind of action approach that we've been seeing lately in Resident Evil games. I think the story is going to be quite intriguing, considering it takes place after Resident Evil 5, I think. But I'm looking forward to playing it, and to be honest, I think my brother will buy the game before I do. So I'll probably play it after he plays it and after what I'm doing. But yeah, it looks okay, it looks interesting. The next thing is actually a console that's coming out, the Wii U, which I didn't really know until like today. Now I got to be honest, I do own every single console except for the PS Vita. But I probably will buy the Wii U, I just won't buy it straight away, I just don't have the money. And plus, they're only going to be releasing launch titles, and launch titles, you do get some good gems with launch titles, but you don't really get a lot of good titles. So I'll probably wait a while for that. And there's a couple sticking in my head I can't think of that I know I saw, but there was another one that I did know that was coming out pretty soon. I am quite a huge fan of this series, is Halo 4. But I'm quite risky with, I'm quite different about this because I don't think it's made by Bungie anymore, which is kind of like, what the hell. This is so, I don't know where they're taking this. I think it will be a completely new trilogy, but I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit scared in playing it because I'm worried that I'm going to sort of lose what the sort of feeling I had when I first played Halo. Now for the games I am definitely looking forward to playing, and there's really only just two titles. The first one is Assassin's Creed 3. I am a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. Like, I've owned all the main Assassin's Creed games. There's a PSP game that came out, didn't really bother buying it because I wasn't really that good. But I have played Assassin's Creed from 1 to Brotherhood, Revelations, and now 3. I am really looking forward to it. It's kind of, I like how the fact they've not sticking with Ezio, they've gone with a completely new character now, and it's based around the American Revolution. So I saw like trailers for it and sort of the way that they're trying to go for it, and also gameplay, and I'm completely sort of really just want to play it. And the best thing is it comes out the day on my birthday, so it would be a nice birthday gift if someone got it for me. But to be honest, I'd probably buy it anyway. And the last one, this is probably like the main game that I am most looking forward to of all the others, and it also reveals kind of what my sort of gaming thing preference is and what I'm a huge fan of. But that is the new Pokemon Black and White 2. Yes, I am. Of all the games, Assassin, Halo, Resi, I am more looking forward to a Pokemon game. But this isn't just any other Pokemon game, right? This is basically a sequel to a Pokemon game. Now, you could probably argue that maybe Gold and Silver was technically a sequel because you get to revisit Kanto, but you got to play as a different protagonist, and at the end you face Red. But this is a complete sequel to a version that I actually consider was the best version out of the whole Pokemon universe, even better than the first gen. I like the fact that even though it's in the same region, they've opened up new areas, and I've had a look at the roster of the gym leaders and the Elite Four, and it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm well looking forward to this. I want to know what's happening in this region, how events have taken place, and I just can't wait to pick it up and play the hell of it.